Welcome back, T-Birds. I'm Sofia.
And I'm Jael. Today is November 5th, and you're watching the Tahoma News. Today we are going to start with an election update. At the time of this recording, the election results are still undecided, but we know that it is a very close election that could go either way. I decided to check in with Mount T's social studies teacher, Mr. Rhodes, to get his thoughts. Okay, so my first question was, once you find out who's president, what do you think the president could do to better America?
Probably the first and most important thing either President Trump or President Biden should do is try to start healing the divisiveness in the country. We're not Republicans, we're not Democrats, we are Americans, but we tend to have forgotten that. So we really need to work on healing the wounds and start coming together again.
And the last one is, with Trump making claims about votes being rigged, what are your thoughts on that?
I think it is the desperate act of somebody who's afraid of losing the election. I know that in Washington State, we take a great deal of pride in the accuracy and integrity of our elections, and I'm sure that is true with every other state as well. I have been watching election returns all late into last night and all day today, and every Secretary of State I have heard is talking about how much they are making sure the integrity of the system works. The election is not being rigged. The election is not filled with fraud. It is doing what it is supposed to do. That is the American way.
Thanks, Mr. Rhodes. So, Jael, what's your thoughts on the this election?
Honestly, they're both bad from different views in my eyes. But a lot of people think like Trump is worse, but I'm just a single
yeah. I feel you, because I think both of them are bad. But we're gonna have to choose one to be the president. You know what I mean? Yeah. If you are a junior or a senior who wants to work with freshmen and help guide them for this year, please fill out the application in your class teams. We'll also be having an interest meeting on November 9th and 12th that will be providing more information. A flyer with the code for the interest meeting will be posted in your class teams.
Tacoma Public Library is hosting the 9th annual Tacoma 92nd Newberry Film Festival this spring. If you're interested in participating, go to 92ndnewberry.com.
Now it's time for our sports update with Anthony.
My name is Anthony Winston, and this is your Mountain Sports News. Seattle Seahawks versus Buffalo Bills this weekend, Sunday at 10 a.m. Hopefully they have a pretty good game. Both teams are coming back from a great Week 8. Seattle Sounders lost their game against Colorado Rapids 3-1, but hopefully they come back against San Jose this weekend. Stay tuned for some more Mount Tahoma Sports News. Now back to you, Sophia.
Thanks, Anthony. I'll definitely be cheering for the Hawks this weekend. Now that we all know COVID is affecting high schools in different ways, Mount Tahoma TV reporter Amy talked to a few students to see how it was affecting them.
I am Amy Hardesty here with Brian and Marshall to find out how COVID-19 has been affecting them.
I didn't think it would affect a lot at first, but then I kind of realized it was gonna be more of a major thing as more cases came up, and the schools were no, let's not have school.
Ended one of my relationships because of the stress with distancing. Kind of put a strain on my mental health because of not being able to see people and actually socialize.
We also found out how they've kept busy this year.
Oh no. Well, I did defy the law of don't go out and be around people because I was with my boyfriend a lot during quarantine. But I also just kind of hung out at home and just kind of read and YouTube, Netflix, Disney Plus, the normal.
I when we first got like the break thing from school, I was going over to my girlfriend's at the time, and then other than that, I was playing video games, watching TV, or sketching.
And finally, some final thoughts to keep in mind.
Stay safe, don't do anything stupid, and do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, listen to the restrictions and everything, because that'll be the buffer for saving people's lives in the long run.
Thanks, Amy. Well, that does it for today's news. Thanks for tuning in. Again, I'm Jael.
And I'm Sofia. Subscribe to us on YouTube to never miss a story. Once a T-Bird,
Once a T-Bird, always a T-Bird. Have a great day.
Have a great day.